Most people read The Alchemist and start believing that the universe is guiding them. I read it and realized something was off. Not just with the book, but with the entire idea of following signs. In this video, I'm going to show you why that thinking is more dangerous than it looks, and how it quietly shapes modern spirituality in ways that most people, do not question. To understand that, we have to start at the beginning because this did not start with The Alchemist. Between the 1950s and 70s, something dramatic happened in Western spirituality. If you know a little about history, you know it was the period when many ideas and philosophies gained the spotlight. Counterculture, hippie movement, second wave feminism, self-help gurus, and the occult. In many of these cases, spirituality lost its roots and became political and capitalistic. Now, we're living inside the legacy of the 50s and 70s spiritual revolution. So when you encounter phrases such as trust the universe, God is the universe, trust your heart, everything is energy, spirit guides, that is where all of that was sourced from. Now, for the most important question, do you trust the universe? Or do you trust God? Do you trust Jesus? Do you trust the Lord? If you believe that the universe is God, it's unlikely that I'm speaking to you per se, but you can stay because I have an interesting story on why you should probably stop following signs. You should definitely stop following signs. And if you trust the Lord, then I'm actually writing to you and I want to share why I do not play with signs anymore. I started hearing voices. Yeah, you heard me. I started hearing voices and paying attention to signs in my final year in university, almost 8 years ago. They were usually random sounds and a distorted fragment of conversations around me. But my usually intoxicated mind never interpreted anything in my favor. So I was usually high on marijuana or alcohol. I was depressed, socially anxious, malnourished, eat good food, guys. Like it's underrated. Nutrition is very underrated. I was not eating properly. I was flirting with death. I'd found out some family secrets that were working diabolical wonders on my almost not there self-esteem. On good days when I wasn't intoxicated, I would believe that a lizard's nod was the yes I needed to the answer in my head. Yeah. And because I would be randomly thinking a thought and randomly raise my head to look outside my room window and randomly see a nodding lizard in that moment, the universe or God must have been responsible for sending me that message. Okay, that's a simple example of how my mind worked at the time. Yes, you are listening to a woman who used to make decisions based on the nod of a lizard. Yes. So billboards, social media algorithms, sounds, words, animals, books, people conversing ceased being ordinary to me. I couldn't just be. I was constantly attacked by my brain and these signs, and I continued drinking to escape my mind and smoking to belong with my friends, which made me even more vulnerable to the destructive whims of synchronicity. Yeah. The voices you hear or the signs you see aren't mean or oppressive. I'm so jealous. Actually, I'm not jealous. I would rather never listen to signs. But if yours were not oppressive, if they were not mean to you, if they're not trying to make you kill yourself or make you believe something awful about yourself and how other people see you, then you're one of God's. Bless you, like truly, bless you. Okay? Because from lived experience, I can tell you that signs are at best misleading and unholy, and at worst, thoroughly inspired by darkness to make you ask your best friend if she ever feels possessed by demons. Only for her to look at you like you could be. And for you to learn never to share your inner torture again except through bad poetry, and to therefore be out of reach of helpful persons. It also didn't help that I felt possessed, truly. I did feel possessed. There was no other way, no other word that I could use to describe possession or how I felt. Because I did grow up in church, so I'm aware of people being possessed and things being diabolical, but I wasn't a Christian. And I didn't have any other word to use to describe it. And looking back now, I definitely was possessed. There was no way. There was no way. There was no way that I wasn't possessed. Maybe possessed, but like at least demonized. I was strongly, heavily demonized. I read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho for the third time a while ago, and I understand why many people follow its prescriptions. It appealed to me to the first two times I read it. So you think you're connected to the supernatural, you long to strengthen that connection. Your life feels terrible and you desire purpose or direction or a personal legend. Santiago, the protagonist in the book, followed omens and signs, and many of us do too. Problem is, as Christians, we don't believe that God is the universe. He created the universe. We don't believe our truth is the truth. We don't believe that our truth, which is very marred by our circumstance and our perception and all our past traumas and all the things that people have ever said to us, we don't believe that is the truth. We believe that God is the truth. Jesus is the truth. We don't trust our heart. Okay, we don't always trust our heart or the universe. We trust God. We trust Jesus. And we definitely do not follow signs. Unless we want to end up in hell. We follow God and the leadings of His Holy Spirit. I would say here that Abba leads with signs and sounds and words and intuition and the scriptures and other people. I say this because we have a host of examples in the Bible and because this is how He speaks to me too. The difference is I have run into trouble with God when I don't confirm from Him that He is indeed the one sending me the message. The kind of trouble where He is upset and I have to repent of idolatry, seeing as we are not allowed to latch onto signs that confirm our biases and obey them, thinking He must have sent them to us. Taking directions or obeying that which should only come from God is idolatry and dangerous. He is supposed to come first, not some TikTok or YouTube ad telling you your soulmate lives 10 minutes from you. Before I got YouTube Premium, I was hounded by those things. I would draw you your soulmate. I will do this for you. You will know the future. It was annoying. It was annoying. This was the pivotal lesson Abba taught me when I started yapping to him at random moments of my day and listened for him to talk back. So I was a new Christian and I just realized that I could talk to God and He could talk back to me. I was very excited about that. But Abba told me at any given time, it could be the devil speaking to me or the voices of my friends and my parents and my enemies in my head. It could be my imaginations, it could be my desires, it could be my lust, that is my flesh, and it could be Him speaking to me. It was the extended but equivalent version of try every spirit whether they are of God, which is found in 1 John 4 verse 1. It was a huge deal to me when he revealed that, because I'd never considered it before, that there were malignant spirits who would be more than happy to torture and lead me in circles. And also that testing every spirit is my responsibility. Every spirit, every time somebody talks to me, every time I get like a perception or a thought that I have to obey that is instructional, I'm supposed to test it, like make sure that that's from God. And that is my responsibility. I was not aware of it. You would think I would know better after being a victim of their torture for months. But just taken completely over by the simple fact that God wanted to talk to me as much as I wanted to talk to Him. So I'm listening. I'm opening my ears for God. But I was tortured first. And then I got delivered. I became a Christian. I got delivered. Then I started talking to God. And I started listening for Him. So it was in that moment that He started teaching me that truly, even if you're a Christian now, you're supposed to try every spirit. You're supposed to make sure that it is me speaking to you before you go off and do some crazy thing, okay? Like, make sure I'm the one talking to you. That's what books like The Alchemist never tell you. That not every spirit you encounter is good. They are not all good out there. And they don't desire to treat you well. They don't tell you familiar spirits are very real entities who know details about your genealogy and lie to lure you in. They will even tell you the truth to lure you in. Okay? Trust me, as a victim of these things, you don't want them whispering in your ears, and you definitely do not want to succumb to their charm or to be obedient to their instructions. So They don't tell you that these spirits disclose to you, that whatever they disclose to you might be true, but not truth, and that they are very capable of causing you harm. They don't tell you that. They just come and tell you that, oh, Santiago followed signs. He went on his personal legend. He attained his pot of gold at the end of his struggles. He became more spiritually in tuned. He did this, he did that. He followed signs, follows omen, and he got to his destination. It's just a wonderful picture that they paint, but that is not the reality. That is literally not the reality of things. If you ask people that keep going, I didn't know. I thought I was speaking into the void when I wrote this letter on Substack. The link to this particular letter is on my Substack, is in the description, so feel free to go read it by yourself. So when I posted this, I thought I was just posting into the void, but people came and told me like, hey, I dealt with that. Like, somebody in my life came to tell me that this is what they actually dealt with. It's so similar, everything. Just look on the internet and search up people who have turned away from New Age. It's the same story. They are not good entities. They are horrible demonic things that just want to destroy you, but they will do their best to lure you in little by little by little, by feeding you like things that you think is good. In my case, they didn't even try to lure me in. I didn't want to be really around the spiritual, so they just bombarded me and tried to confuse me and tried to get me to kill myself. So the only thing that you can actually do, if you already pay attention to signs and if you're already spiritually open, because in that position you are already like really spiritually open. You are open. You've opened the gate. So now you have to learn how to hear God and hear God for yourself and hear God clearly. Hear Him clearly. So I'll admit that it took time and effort before I could discern when God speaks to me in the mundane, especially in the mundane, even like just a regular day. Like every time I have to confirm that, yeah, this is God talking to me. So, and it did not let me trust my ability to hear His voice, to really perceive His voice, until He has started teaching me His ways. And I had been purged over and over again of the unholy. You cannot step into this without God purging you. Do you know how many things you've opened yourself up to before you started paying attention to Him? Bruh. You need cleansing. Now, for you specifically, I don't know where you are in your work with God, but I know that every child of God should know and practice this. If you hear, see, or feel anything that you think is of God, even when you think is good, pause and ask Him about it. Say, hey, Abba, was that you? Okay, pray, ask for confirmations. Don't just make life-changing decisions because you saw a lizard nodding or you saw a signboard saying, yes, go for it, my love. Like, bruh. It's a very simple question. It's just wanting to confirm, but it does go a long way. I mumble in tongues a lot under my breath. I take to praying in the spirit a lot just to confirm that it's Abba speaking to me. And even if you hear something that you think is good, confirm that this good thing is from God. Don't lean on your own understanding. Don't move by sight. You see something, oh, you think it's good. Oh, it's a good opportunity. It's a good this. Do not be moved by that. Inquire of the Lord. Do not make assumptions of God's character and His intentions. Ask Him. It might be good, but it might not be permissible. And you are not your God. You don't give yourself instructions. He does. On the other hand, if you are never certain that it is Abba speaking to you, that first part was for people who already hear the voice of God, but they are not entirely sure. But this one, if you don't really know when He's speaking to you, you're not certain, then you need to do what I did. It was a long journey, my dear. I prayed in my understanding and in the spirit. Don't sleep on the spirit. Pray in your understanding and pray in the spirit. Pray even more in the spirit. In fact, if you ask me, pray a lot in the spirit. Fast. Do all kinds of fasts. Like, you can start if you're a very new person. You can do like once a week fast. Then as you graduate, 3 times a week. Do like 3-day fast. Do 7-day fast. As the Lord leads you. Okay, don't just say somebody on the internet told me. You'll be making the same mistake again. Okay, you'll be following signs. You'll be following some random person on the internet. Ask God. I just Think of everything as a suggestion. Like, oh, I'm giving you a suggestion, but then you go and meet the final authority over your life, and he tells you, okay, we're gonna do that. That's how we move as children of God. That's how we move. We don't just run off and say, oh, there's somebody on the internet, you're taking that as a sign. I'm not the authority over your life. Do not make me that. Okay, I don't want God to randomly come and punish me. To be like, excuse me, why were you acting like a god to my children? And I'm like, when? Please ask your Father in heaven. No child of Abraham can avoid these things. You have to pray. You have to fast. You have to learn from teachers of the word. Holy teachers. Don't just go and follow some random human being. They will teach you the nonsense that they know, that they are practicing. Learn from holy teachers of the word. Read the scriptures. Always cut out the word. You can't say that you want to learn a person's character, but you're also observing like 20 people's character at the same time. Like, you're gonna get confused. Focus on Jesus, only one person. Then, and above all, listen to him. He knows everything about everything, so listen to him. And obeying him should go without saying. I shouldn't be telling you like basic stuff. Like 10 commandments is like basic stuff. Every child of God knows that he will ask you to do impossible things sometimes, sacrificial things, and those are not things that are explicitly written in the Bible, like the 10 commandments. So 10 commandments are like very basic stuff. Very. I'm not joking. I know that people, they're struggling with fornication. Like, fornication is it's hard, it's this. There are many things Abba will ask you to do. Come on, move on from that. And if you are struggling, don't let some random human being on the internet push you into whatever you feel like you're being pushed into. But really, there are levels to this. I just want you to know that you should be aware that there are levels. So come up either, brother. Come up either, sister. All of this will make his voice more discernible to you. And slowly but surely, and I'm not just speaking for fornication now, I'm speaking for like every other sin that you struggle with, and maybe you get angry easily and figure out the pattern. Okay, figure out the pattern of your anger so that you can stop yourself when you start to feel that sin or that desire to sin coming up. If you don't understand the pattern, it's not going to work, and you also need the power of God to help you stop it. But one of the ways you can help yourself is by figuring out the pattern, like what thought triggers this, what circumstances triggers this, what are your triggers, so that immediately you sense it coming, you can avoid sin. But also, we don't do any of this without the power of God, and we are dead to sin. If you are dead to sin, how are you sinning, child of God? How? That's how my pastor speaks. If you are dead to sin, like you really believe that you are dead to sin, this is a huge segue. But if you are dead to sin, Paul was the one who said that. How can we who are dead to sin, how can sin still be alive in our mortal bodies? Like, God forbid. God forbid. All of this to make his voice more discernible to you. And slowly but surely, you won't need to journey up a mountain to hear his voice or be so desperate for insights that you are taken in by a hungry content creator recommending some form of skin-deep spirituality to you. All those people that will advertise random things on the internet. Like, let me show you how to manifest him. Bruh. That's skin-deep spirituality. Okay? And maybe it's really deep, but it's deep in darkness. So avoid those people. And you be in tune to the spirit yourself. You know the spirit of God. You know the coolest, biggest, baddest, most powerful spirits in the universe. You won't need some random person telling you that they will help you cast a spell so that rain doesn't fall on your wedding day. I've seen those things. You won't have to go and pay those Etsy witches to manifest him for you. So, the underwhelming but glorious truth. The solution seems almost underwhelming, right? You're not doing a lot, I'm not asking you to buy crystals or bows or chakra balancing or bells before you can be cleansed or healed or protected and blessed. None of that. You won't be spending money, but you'll be giving him something even more precious. Yourself. Your entire body, soul, and spirit. will be given to the Lord, will be consecrated to the Lord. Yeah, you will not spend your money, but you will give him everything, and eventually the money is part of everything, my dear. Everything will belong to him. I always thought it was a privilege to know that the Almighty will never leave or forsake us. That was like one of the first things that Abba taught me when I became a Christian. I will not leave you. And he will repeat it randomly throughout the day. I will not leave you, and I love you. I will not leave you, and I love you. Every time. Like, it was consistent for months. Because I don't know, I think I needed a lot of healing with abandonment, and also with people loving me and people being bold enough to actually say that they love me. So Abba was not shy. He acted like it, and he spoke like it. That was already cool to me. And then it even became more special to know that I could talk to him and he could talk back to me. Like, bro, I have the Almighty on speed dial. That's my biggest flex. It's one of the biggest honors of my life that he loves me and he proves it with his actions. And I'm not going to advertise Abba's kindness and his gentleness and sense of humor. You are in for a fun time. I'm telling you. Well, I'll leave you to discover that on your own. It was lovely talking to you. I wish you peace. And I know it's possible because as I sit writing in my family's farm parlor, I hear birds chirping, the roof settling, our neighbor's pig snorting, like all the sounds. I'm pretty sure you've heard birds at one point because we have birds. But there's complete stillness in my heart and in my house. And I know that peace is possible. Like I knew when I was suffering, I knew that there was more. That was the only thing that kept me sane, that kept me holding on, because I knew that there was more. I knew that there was peace. I knew. I just did not have it. And that was what caused my depression. Like, I want this thing badly. And I can't even see it. I can't even imagine it. I just have an idea that it is possible. And that made me really sad. But that was my hope. So I want you to realize that if you're going through any of that, if you're depressed and you're anxious and there's so many voices in your head and it gets so loud and you're being tortured by these voices, it's possible to have peace. It's very possible. I am a witness and I'm very representative of Abba's work in my life and the peace that he can give you when you surrender it to him. If this kind of thinking appeals to you, I write more than I post. So my newsletter is where everything goes first. Essays, reflections, and a full database of all the books that I have read and written about this year. So if you want to keep up in real time, the link is in my description. Also, I've started writing a romance novel. It's Christian. It's very cutesy. The first chapter is free. Subsequent chapters will be released under behind a paywall, and there'll be a community. It's for $3 if you like to join and read the story. Link is in the description. I hope I see you there.